this is Tasty Eats by Tess. With Christmas just around the corner, it's time to get started on my Christmas cake. I've been making this Christmas cake probably, I would say about 25, a little more, approximately years each year. So we'll get started on this. We'll start with 1.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 tablespoon cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. So all of this is just our dry ingredients. Give that a little mix around here. And it's pretty simple. Next we have 2 eggs. And I'll just go ahead and give those a beating there. You just basically do all your wet ingredients. So to the egg, I will add 1/2 cup of, it can be orange juice, mandarin, tangerine, whatever you'd like. 1/4 cup of butter melted. And here we go with our molasses. This is 3 tablespoons of molasses. Comes out so slowly. And to that we can add now our brown sugar. It does not have to be beaten until foamy, just until it comes together. And this is 1 cup of cherries, red and green. So basically like candied cherries, not the one in the jar that's almost like a fresh cherry. And 1 cup of raisins. You can soak your raisins if you'd like for them to be plumper, but basically once this all comes together and it bakes in the oven, it'll be just fine. So get this out of the way here. And all you do basically is mix your wet in with your dry ingredients. This will be baking at 325 degrees. And it'll end up being approximately 2 hours, or until you insert a toothpick in the center and it comes out dry. And you just want to make sure that your pan that you have is well greased or sprayed with oil, just so it comes out nicely once it's baked. I prefer to make my cake from homemade. The ones from the store, they just don't taste fresh or home baked. This is a much better option. It's not hard to do. You can see from this is just throwing everything together, putting it in the oven, and that's it. As easy as pie. Great. So we'll make 1 loaf. You can double this. In previous years, depending on how much company you're having, you can double this recipe and make 2 loaves. So we'll let you see this once this comes out of the oven, just so you can get an idea of how that looks and the next steps after we bake this. Great. It's now out of the oven. In my case, it was 325, as I was saying before, but it was an hour and a half. Depending on your oven, because if mine says 325, yours could be different. All ovens are different. So keep that in mind when taking your cake out of the oven. We just need to run a knife along the edge just to make sure this is not sticking. And see if it's loosening along the edge. If you find it's not, give it a good bang on the side and like that, and it should pop out. So what I do is I just wrap this, it could be a cheesecloth or any light cloth that you do have clean, and give it a wrap up here like that. Even if you use a tea towel, that's fine. You'll just have to, you'll find that you need to use more rum for that. And that's fine. So we'll go ahead, we're going to be adding some rum to this. You can make this cake ahead of time up to 3 weeks. So we're just going to make sure this is lightly coated in rum on all sides. Turn over. Should only end up being about 1/4 cup of rum. After 2 to 3 days, I check it and make sure that it's no longer, like it's not dry or anything, and add some more rum to that. I then wrap it in the tin foil. In this case, I might go this way with it on the oblong. And just wrap that under, like so. And we just leave this to cool. It's quite warm at the moment. So you could open it up and let it have some air before you put it into the fridge, or you can do it at this point because it'll cool down quickly. And there you have it, a quick, simple, and easy cake that I know is tested and true. I hope you like it. Enjoy the rest of your day.